The Independence class is a class of littoral combat ships built for the United States Navy. The hull design evolved from a project at Austal to design a 40-knot cruise ship. That hull design evolved into the high-speed trimaran ferry HSC Benchijigua Express, and the Independence class was then proposed by General Dynamics and Austal as a contender for Navy plans to build a fleet of small, multi-purpose warships to operate in the littoral zone. 2 ships were approved, to compete with Lockheed Martin's Freedom-class design. Despite initial plans to only build ships of the winner out of the 2 competing Independence or Freedom classes, in 2010 the Navy announced plans to order up to 10 additional ships of each class, for a total 12 ships per class. In March 2016 the Navy announced their intention to order an additional 2 ships, increasing the order to 13 ships of each class. It was announced in early September 2016 that the first 4 vessels of the LCS program would be used as test ships rather than being deployed with the fleet. Planning for a class of small, multi-purpose warships to operate in the littoral zone began in the early 2000s. In July 2003, a proposal by General Dynamics, partnering with Austal USA, the American subsidiary of Australian shipbuilder Austal, was approved by the Navy, with a contract for 2 vessels. These would then be compared to 2 ships built by Lockheed Martin to determine which design would be taken up by the Navy for a production run of up to 55 ships. The first ship, Independence, was laid down at the Austal USA shipyard in Mobile, Alabama, on the 19th of January 2006. The planned second ship was cancelled in November 2007, but reordered in May 2009, and laid down in December of that year as Coronado, shortly before Independence was launched. The development and construction of Independence as of June 2009 was running at more than 3 times budget. The total projected cost for the ship is $704 million. The Navy had originally projected the cost at $220 million. Independence began builders' trials in July 2009, 3 days behind schedule because of maintenance issues. A leak in the port gas turbine saw the order of trials altered, but builders and acceptance trials were completed by November, and although her first INSAV inspection revealed 2,080 deficiencies, these were rectified in time for the ship to be handed over to the Navy in mid-December, and commissioned in mid-January 2010. The Independence class design began life at Austal as a platform for a high-speed cruise ship. The principal requirements of that project were speed, stability and passenger comfort, and Austal's team determined that the trimaran hull form offered significant passenger comfort and stability advantages over both a catamaran and a monohull. The high-speed cruise ship project evolved into Austal's commercial high-speed trimaran ferry HSC Benchijigua Express. The ships are 127.4 meters long, with a beam of 31.6 meters, and a draft of 13 feet. Their displacement is rated at 2,176 tons light, 2,784 tons full, and 608 tons deadweight. The standard ship's company is 40, although this can increase depending on the ship's role with mission-specific personnel. The habitability area with bunks is located under the bridge. The helm is controlled by joysticks instead of traditional steering wheels. Although the trimaran hull increases the total surface area, it is still able to reach sustainable speeds of about 50 knots, with a range of 10,000 nautical miles. Austal claims that the design will use a third less fuel than the competing Freedom class, but the Congressional Budget Office found that fuel would account for 18% or less of the total lifetime cost of Freedom. The lack of bridge wings on the Independence class had been noted as the top problem in the entire LCS program, to the extent that these will need to be retrofitted onto existing ships. The lightweight aluminium construction of the Independence class ships makes them more vulnerable to damage than the Freedom class ships. The Independence class carries a default armament for self-defense, and command and control. Unlike traditional fighting ships with fixed armament such as guns and missiles, tailored mission modules can be configured for one mission package at a time. The Raytheon CRAM missile defense system is installed on the hangar roof. The CRAM combines the sensors of the Phalanx 1B close-in weapon system with an 11-missile launcher for the RIM 116 rolling airframe missile, creating an autonomous system. The Independence-class ships also have an integrated LOS mast, Sea Giraffe 3D radar and Sea Star Sapphire FLIR. Northrop Grumman has demonstrated sensor fusion of on- and off-board systems in the integrated combat management system used on the ELS. The vessels have an interior communications center that can be curtained off from the rest of bridge instead of the heavily protected combat information center found on other Navy warships. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel and check back for our next video.